Hello, Madlife listeners. You are back on another episode of the Madlife. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Welcome, Kyler. He's here again.
Thanks.
My other half.
Yeah, I'm your other half. I don't know how that happened.
I am not, well, I know how it happened, and I kind of want to talk about that today because we've shared little bits here and there of how we met and our wedding and all of that, but we never truly shared our entire love story. All the ups and downs of it, our major regrets, some from our actual wedding day, and just what we would have done different for all of those who can relate or who have not been married yet and need some advice on what to do or what to not do as you get into your love story. So let's start at the way beginning back in 2011 when I was 18 years old.
2009.
Are you sure?
Positive.
See, I always get the dates all mixed up. That's why Kyler's here to keep me in track.
2011. Okay. We were already dating for
a couple of years.
A year.
Okay, so back in 2009, Kyler sent me a message on Facebook. This is before Instagram was a thing, and I was using Facebook. And
you were dating somebody.
I was dating someone at the time.
I was also dating somebody.
We both were dating someone before we met each other, and we thought we were going to marry them. Yes.
The second I saw you, I knew I didn't want to date this other person.
Really?
Yes, immediately.
And I remember what photo it was. Was it the one of me and Simone?
Yep.
I remember that one. Kyler actually thought my sister was cute first, right?
For a split second.
And he said, ooh, that girl's cute. I want to date her. And then he saw her with me and he's like, actually, who's that?
It's her sister. Yeah. So I had a roommate in college who knew Marissa. And we were on her Facebook randomly one day and we were scrolling her Facebook and then I saw a picture of you.
Yes,
Simone.
because I knew your roommate and things like that. It wasn't so random. We had some mutual friends and I was thinking, wow, this guy's really cute. Kyler would send me videos of him playing the guitar all the time.
Yeah.
Remember at the beginning? So Kyler was living in Utah and I was living in California. So when I got his message, at the time, yes, I was dating someone, but quickly after we had broken up and it was a good thing.
Yeah.
And and Kyler would drive down from Utah 9 hours every single weekend to take me on a date because he really wanted to make this work. And that just shows a lot about you. He did that for about 2 months before he moved by me.
Maybe longer. Because I had almost a whole semester.
Yeah, you did that for the whole semester.
Yeah, that's 4
But
four
remember,
months.
for about 3 weeks, we'd FaceTime each other and we were getting really close. We knew everything about each other, but we'd never seen each other in person because you were waiting to come out there for something specific.
Skype.
Yeah, we would Skype each other. That's so funny. It wasn't FaceTime yet. Skype calls with the little...
Or Zoom or anything like that. Same thing.
Yeah, it was really cool. And so Kyler would drive down all the way from Utah to take me on dates. And then he'd drive all the way back. And we just got really close. It was so easy around you. I feel like the night that we met, we just knew that it felt like we had known each other for forever. And I think that when you know when someone's the one is when it feels simple.
I was so nervous.
You were?
Oh, yeah. I was so nervous. I remember getting there like super late for that first night we met. It was like 10 o'clock when I got there to pick you up.
Yeah, I had skipped all my college classes because I couldn't sit still, like watching the professor, knowing that you were almost there. But you weren't even going to come during the college classes. I just skipped him anyway because I had too much anxiety.
I remember stopping at the gas station to get deodorant, and I remember stopping at the gas station to get gum and stuff like that.
Why, did you think you were going to kiss me?
I don't know.
We have to talk about our first kiss because you chose the worst time to kiss me.
Let's talk about that in a second. But anyways, I was nervous, but I remember showing up and you had a big smile on your face and it was like we already kind of knew each other because we had already talked a little bit, you know. And yeah, I mean, let's go back though a little bit. I did like an entire selling summer on the doors, remember? And that was like after I had messaged you. Oh. So like I was watching and
waiting for me to break up with my boyfriend.
Waiting for you to break up with Aaron, yeah.
Yeah, my boyfriend before that was about 10 years older than me. My parents just didn't like it. I was 18, he was 28, and they're like, what are you doing? And I said, I'm going to marry this guy. And they're like, no, you're not.
Yeah, which it makes me feel sad because you guys never had closure. Do you need to finish any closure?
You're so weird. You always say that
We've
to
been
this
together
day.
for like, a long time. We've been married for 11 years.
What do I need to do? Hey.
I don't know.
So we broke up.
You didn't have any closure though, so.
No, I have closure. My closure was you.
Okay, cool.
Moving on.
Just making sure.
Gosh, Kyler.
No closure, you know. I mean,
did you have closure with your ex?
Oh, I made sure I had closure.
What'd you say?
Told her, hey, I have this other girl I'm going after, so see you later.
Okay, that's good. So,
glad that didn't work out.
Kyler and I had gone on a few dates, and he wouldn't kiss me. And I was like, when is this guy going to kiss me?
No, it was 2 dates. Just the first date.
Disneyland was our second date?
It was our second date, essentially. It was the second night.
I thought we went to that boomerang place first.
I don't remember.
I don't know. Anyway, we'd gone on a few dates. He wasn't kissing me. I was like, why isn't this guy kissing me? It's so weird. So then we go to Disneyland.
Make you want me more.
And I was thinking, you know, he's going to kiss me for sure at Disneyland. We're going to be here all day. So the perfect time for a kiss would have probably been during the fireworks show, because we were hugging each other for about 35 minutes during this entire fireworks show, and it was all dark out and it was so cute. And I was thinking, is he going to make a move? But nope, he would not make a move. And then after the fireworks show, we were in line for the Autotopia ride. And midline with people in front and behind us, actually kids in front of us, he decides this is the perfect time to kiss this girl for the first time.
I think you gave me the look.
In the middle of the line.
I think you gave me the look, though. I was still not going to kiss you. I was going to wait for a while. I wanted you to want it, you know?
Why? Why the games?
I don't know. I just felt like you were too special to just like try to get some, you know what I mean?
I can see that. That's a good thing, you know? Kissing someone on the first date maybe shows that you don't care that much about them.
Yeah. I was trying to be as respectful as possible.
So another thing about Kyler, which nobody knew, probably, maybe some people knew, was that Kyler was actually still a virgin too.
Yes.
So not only was he waiting to kiss me, but he was also waiting for everything for his wife. And I thought that was really cute. Mm-hmm. I loved that about you.
I held pretty strong through all the years. A lot of girls.
Which is why I want to share our wedding story, because.
But not just because of that, because of our faith, because I have a strong faith in the law of chastity.
Yes, the law of chastity. Kyler followed very closely, and it was very nice. Good job, Kyler. That shows that you're a true, faithful, respectful man of God.
I try my best.
So, Kyler and I dated for a few years, and we were just falling in love with each other. And of course, I come to my dad for the second time now that year telling him I'm marrying somebody. And it was kind of like the boy who cried wolf. My dad was like, okay, hold on a second. You just told me 6 months ago that you were marrying this other guy. And now you're telling me 6 months later you're marrying this other guy. To me, that just doesn't seem right. And I said, I can see where you're coming from, but this time it's for real. My dad did not buy it. Like, he just was like, nope, you're 19, you're too young, you're not marrying anybody, you're going to finish school, you're going to travel the world, you're going to just do all the things you need to do before you get married. I was so upset, and it was really putting a wedge between me and my dad, because I knew what I wanted and I felt good about it, and he was not allowing me to make that decision. And so I would try to tell Kyler to go talk to him, and Kyler would talk to him and say, hey, listen, I really want to marry your daughter, love her, whatever. I don't know exactly what you said, but I know that my dad basically said no.
I don't remember the conversation.
You can't marry my daughter.
We touched on this a little bit on the last podcast, but
we actually never talked about this, but we did talk about it on a Madlife channel once in Tulum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. It was hard.
Yeah. So my dad said no to him a few times, and so we had a date for a few years. And after the third time, we finally just decided we were just going to get engaged without his blessing, because it was going to be too hard for us to live our lives for them. You know, like, I respect my parents and I wanted their advice, but when their advice is completely opposite of what I want, I don't know. I just didn't want to follow what they were saying.
I don't know if we ever really got their blessing.
I know, I don't think we did, because I remember calling my mom on the night that you proposed, and she was so angry. Like, she was yelling at me on the phone. She said, good luck. I'm not helping you with the wedding. You're on your own. Tell Kyler thanks for ruining our family, basically.
Well, hopefully you don't get in trouble for saying that. But I mean, hey.
It's the story.
It is the truth.
So I remember just crying on this curb. Like, I remember looking down and seeing this ring on my finger, and I was having so many mixed feelings, because I was so excited and also so torn and broken all at the same time. And I was just crying and crying. And I didn't want to eat. I didn't want to celebrate. I wanted to go home and sleep. I wasn't sure if I made a good choice. I was just in a whirlwind of just like emotions. I was so devastated because my mom has always been my best friend. And so to have her so shattered on one of the most important decisions and days of my life was just so hard for me. And I feel like I'm still holding on to that kind of. With time, they've gotten over everything, obviously, and with kids, but it's hard to look back at those little things. I remember, because
you want those moments to be, you want to look back on those moments and feel good about them.
Yeah.
And they just weren't good.
Yeah.
I mean, it just wasn't good. It was all bad. It was like it felt like Romeo and Juliet, you know, and to be honest with you, we were good kids.
Yeah, we were.
We were good kids. I mean, there was really no reason. I think the reason was they just felt like you were too young. And to be honest with you, if you would have gotten married at 18 or 19, it probably would have not been good.
Maybe, but that's not for them to decide.
No, it's not for them or anybody to decide, to be honest with you. I think, but I do think you grew up a lot. I think I grew up a lot, you know?
Well,
just
yeah,
in
we
the extra
grew up
time
every day.
The extra time we had to date and stuff. But.
So after I got engaged and I knew my parents weren't very excited about it, I decided that I was going to take it all into my own hands for a bit. I was kind of not rebelling, but I was thinking, well, if she doesn't want to be part of it, then I'm just going to go just start planning it on my own. And I remember there was a day where I was going to go pick out a wedding dress and I was too embarrassed to even ask my mom, do you want to go wedding dress shopping with me? Should we get some girls together and I'll go, like, you know how they do that in the movies and, you know, as a family. And I was thinking, you know, I don't deserve that. I don't think my parents would even want to go wedding dress shopping with me or any of my friends. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go to this random shop next to my college, this random wedding shop in the most random area in Utah.
And you bought the first wedding dress you tried on.
Yeah, I walked in there and I said, there was one on this mannequin. I said, I'll just buy that. And they were like, do you want to try stuff on? I was like, well, I don't know. I think I'm just going to get that one. They're like, really? So I tried it on, but I was like, yeah, this is fine. And so then I called my mom and I said, I'm buying this wedding dress, but I didn't really have any money. So wait, did I pay for it myself?
Yeah.
I think I did pay for it for myself. And she's like, how much is it? And I was like, it's only like $1,900. It was like pretty cheap. And she's like, okay, well, if you like it, then get it. Okay, I'm going to get it. So I bought it and I didn't even know if it was a good wedding dress, but I just got it anyway. And then I remember trying to plan my wedding, and my mom was just some of the things I was pinning on Pinterest. She just like did not like. And I remember her being like, no, that's not a good style. I'm tearing apart my mom right now, but she was being like so funny about it. For a while, she didn't want to help me. And then once I wanted her help, it was like, it had to be her way. And then the theme we ended up coming up with was actually really cute. I liked it. It was very unique, but I still to this day did not love my wedding photos.
Well,
the
only
dress.
the only reason she didn't like is because your style is the same as Marissa's, and Marissa was planning a wedding at the same time.
No, she wasn't at the same style. I was trying to do that really fancy style. And Marissa was trying to do the carnival one.
Carnival.
Yeah, Marissa's was like a carnival.
I don't remember.
Yeah. Anyway.
All I know is it never felt good.
Anyway.
It never felt good. It was always sad. We don't need to rip apart that time.
No, that's what this podcast is about. Our regrets.
Okay, regrets.
Yeah, I'm ripping it apart. I did not like my bridesmaids outfits. When I look back at the photos, I'm like, why were they wearing shirts from like Old Navy and these striped skirts? Like it's not fancy. Should we put a photo up here?
No, it's all good.
I did not like the bridesmaids outfits. And when I look back at it, I feel this full on like embarrassment that my bridesmaids were wearing these outfits that I didn't even feel like were that cute. And that was my bridesmaids dresses. Why can't I just let this go? I still to this day am embarrassed about it. I won't post any of my wedding photos because of it. Yeah.
It's hard. Also, the style was different back then too.
Maybe.
It's been a long time. That's a long time. 10 years, a lot changes in 10 years.
One thing that was really cute though was Kyler and I's first date. We went to Dippin' Dots and my mom was so thoughtful. Once she started getting into the whole wedding and she was realizing that, okay, this is a good thing. They're serious about this. I'm going to help them make it good. now she was kind of doing her thing, what she does, but she's an amazing planner. So she started going full out and making it really beautiful. So I appreciate all of that. And it was such a beautiful location we had it in, and everything she put together was great. She surprised us with a Dippin' Dots cart, just to top it off, to make it super cute for all of us. And
we were really sneaking around back then, huh? Like when we made a decision to get married, they didn't know about it. Like do you remember when you called me and I was on a plane the next day and they thought you were staying at Karen Caitlin's house for like 3 days? But you really were with me for 3 days.
Yeah.
And we were literally like we were getting married no matter what.
Exactly. I mean, one of my things that I've always said is I think with your kids, if you are not being open with them, good communication, understanding their side at all, they are more likely to rebel and keep things secret from you, which I'm pretty sure any parent doesn't want that. And so I've learned from that. Of course, I was hiding things from them when I knew that they weren't going to care about it anyway, if I told them my true feelings. It didn't matter if I cried in front of my dad and said, I love him so much. You don't understand how much I love him, how serious about this, which I probably did do that 100 times. Did not matter how hard I poured my heart out. It was always a no. It was always, you can do better. It was always...
Quite honestly, I'm just going to say this, and honestly, I would say this to their face, but it was quite selfish, honestly. Like we were, and I love Madison's parents. I love Madison's parents. I love your parents. I talk to your dad like every day, right?
Yeah.
Like we're great friends. It's great. But back then, I mean, I don't think they would ever admit fully their how harsh they were. Like I was on 60% of the phone calls in the background.
Well, I just remember crying in the room over and over and being like, you guys don't understand. I love him. Like, why can't you just like tell me, yes, that's a good thing? And I just remember just all these conversations, just all every day.
Yeah, it was hard. It was really hard.
It was draining.
Report back things to me that, did they not think they were going to report that you were going to report back to the person you were in love with?
They didn't care.
They didn't care. Yeah. It's okay though. Like all that stuff is kind of like in the past, right? Like
this is all in the past and we're all over it, but I do like to talk about it on the podcast because I'm not like reopening it and be like, oh, my parents. I love my parents. We're actually best friends now. They're the best grandparents ever and we're best friends. But
yeah, it's all good, but still it sucks.
Should we talk about the cake?
The cake sucked. It just was not good.
So
it was good. It just wasn't well done.
Our wedding cake, I had these like really cute Pinterest pictures. It's like this dark blue. It almost looked black, like navy. It looked like tufted with little like pearls. It was really beautiful. I can't even really explain it unless you saw it. It was the perfect style for our wedding. And the girl that was making it said she was a professional cake maker, but when she brought it, it was like royal blue, like color of like a little boy's birthday party.
It was like you
all
felt like
puffy and like tipping over.
You felt like you had to because it was your manager's like niece or something.
Yeah, I had to. There was a beautiful fondant bow that was supposed to come off of that was white, but instead they just tied a ribbon that was all lopsided and hanging.
Yeah.
Like,
what else didn't we have? We didn't have a videographer, right?
We didn't have a videographer.
I was like too afraid to ask my dad to like pay for it or something.
Yeah, we were too awkward to ask everybody, so we just didn't have any videos of our wedding, which we always regretted because I just wish we could have watched that in the moment.
Yeah.
We never downloaded our wedding photos. He sent us like the file, we never pressed download. So we don't even have, all we have is a few screenshots.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
We do.
No, we never downloaded them.
We have them.
Where are they?
They're somewhere. They're on a drive. I know.
You think you have the drive somewhere?
Yeah.
We should find that.
Yeah, it's on a thumb drive, like a USB.
How come the other day when I told you I didn't think we had our wedding photos, you're like, I know.
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't listening or something on accident.
But anyway.
You look like you have some real regrets about our past.
No.
Like a bet. No. Should we just
get
married again?
I wanted to have a new marriage. Like when it was our 10 years. Remember we were going to send out invites and invite everybody and kind of like remake everything?
We can do it. I'll do it. I'll remarry you. I'll remarry you right now.
Kyler and I never did vows either.
Yeah.
We just got married.
Not everybody does vows, just so you know.
They don't?
No. Not everybody does that.
Yeah. Anyway, those are some of our biggest regrets. If you're having a wedding, get a videographer. Download your wedding photos. Take time to pick out your wedding dress, something you really love. Why can't I do that with the cord?
I don't know. It might break or something.
Mm-mm.
No?
No.
It looked like you were really stretching it.
It won't.
Okay. But yeah, so like, we're past all that, right? Like we're really past all that, or you still feel the vibes?
I still get sad when I look at my wedding photos. I don't know why.
I get sad when I look at our engagement picture. I should have listened to my mom.
What in the actual world was our engagement photos?
It was stupid.
Kyler and I went to Restoration Hardware in the middle of a mall with people walking around us by a wall, a planter, took a picture with both of our faces behind a cutout pink heart out of construction paper. We couldn't see our faces, and that was our engagement picture we sent out to everybody.
I think I was hidden. I think you were good, but I was
not
hidden.
really. I was at the side of my nose. You can see like my smile a bit sideways.
Why did we think that was a good idea?
I don't know. Like it was a mystery.
Are we the worst, like creative people of all time?
No one could see who I was marrying. It was a complete mystery. No one could see his face.
My mom, I will say, Mom, you were right on that.
Yes.
My mom hated it. She hated it. She was so like, you can't even see him. Your mom was like, oh, good, perfect.
No. No, but she probably was happy that no one could see you. No, I'm just kidding. No, it was just so weird. What were we thinking?
I just hope your mom and dad are grateful for the grandchildren they have, at least.
They are.
Okay.
I'm so confused by us.
Because you might have not even had any of these kids if it was really, you know what I mean?
Same for you.
I know.
Wow, you guys. I think hopefully we're going to add these photos while we're talking about them. I think it's necessary for the podcast. So if you're listening in, go check out our YouTube video. We'll put the photos up.
Oh boy.
We'll share them. Wow. Oh my gosh, no one wants to hear that loud scream in the middle of the podcast. I'm really tired. The
last few days were crazy. I was up at Stagecoach at that dinner. It really threw me off, right? Because I had to fly home, get up at 3 a.m, fly home. Then we had our anniversary. We stayed up late for that. You know, both days in a row.
Yeah, it was our anniversary this weekend, which is why I wanted to talk about all of this, because it's been 11 years.
11 years married. We've been together for like 13 and a half years. That's nuts.
Basically our whole life.
It feels like our whole life. We were together 92% of the time.
Yeah, because before that we were just babies. So basically all of our years where we're old enough to really have good thoughts have been together. Good thoughts. I can't talk. I don't know what's going on.
No, I mean that's a long time. Most people don't make it 11 years. So
yes. Okay, I'm adding on to our marriage story because it's kind of funny and sad.
More sadness?
Well, I just felt bad about our wedding night as well. So after our wedding,
let's not. I don't think we should talk about that.
Okay, we're not going to talk about it.
I really don't.
No?
I don't think we should talk about that.
Okay. What else should we talk about? We got the house. It's official. I know we talked about it on our last podcast, but officially we're moving to California.
You're going to talk about the first kiss.
Oh, I talked about the first kiss.
Yeah,
I just told the story.
Yeah, we talked about the first kiss. We talked about how like I kissed her in the line at Autopia. And it was whatever, but it was the first kiss and it was great. I enjoyed every second.
Wasn't on our first date, like all we did was play pranks for like 3 hours on you?
We just hung out at your mom's house.
But didn't I play like every prank?
She liked me that night.
Because she likes pranks.
Yeah.
We had to see if you could pass the prank test. Did you? Did you think it was funny? Or were you so serious?
I don't remember. I think I laughed a little bit.
Getting Kyler to laugh is hard.
No, it's not.
Let's see if you can laugh right now. Oh my gosh, that's so cute.
Thank you. Yeah, no, I just look back on all that time and I just choose not to think about a lot of it. But our dating experience was fun. We had a lot of fun. 2.5 years of dating is a lot.
Maybe I was a little bit harsh on you when we were dating as well, because maybe my family was putting thoughts in my head, but I was so embarrassed. Remember, I was embarrassed about your style, and so I remember being like, I love his personality. I love everything about him. I just don't like how he dresses. I felt like it looked really gangster.
Yeah, I was like a freestyle skier boy.
So, well, he would wear basketball shorts that hung to his ankles.
That was everybody was wearing those back then.
Really? To your ankles?
Yeah, I mean, you're the first person who put a pair of skinny jeans on me. I remember that. We were in Forever 21 and I tried them on. I remember I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot wear these. These are so
He used to wear those really big jeans that had like the big stitching. From Buckle.
Like True Religions or something?
Yeah. With the rhinestones and stuff.
Yeah, we were I was a couple months behind California, I think.
And I was like, can we just change your pants a little bit and maybe your basketball shorts a little shorter? Like more beachy, not like down to the ankles.
I remember you bought me my first pair of Vans too. It was like Vans and like skinny jeans.
Yeah. I remember when Kyler would sit because his pants were his shorts were so long, they would hang over his feet. He'd put them over his feet to keep him warm when we'd sit. Remember? And you said that was like what you liked to do. But they were shorts.
Oh my gosh, dude. I'm so embarrassed. Should we put up a picture of that, dude?
If we can find some. I was just like, I just don't get why shorts have to be down to the ankles. Like, it should just be pants then at that point. Like, just buy some workout pants.
That's so funny, man.
I just couldn't walk around with him like that.
What's my earliest
But it
photo
made me
here?
sad because like, you're supposed to love everything about the person you're dating. But I just knew if I just bought him a few new pairs of pants, it would be perfect.
Do you remember, actually, I remember that Cole and Savannah did the exact same thing. I remember Savannah like went out and bought him like 100 outfits. So
Yeah, but I don't know if it's because she wanted him to change his outfits or if like she just, I remember one Christmas though, she bought him like 100 outfits.
It was because he didn't know how to dress either. He was the exact same way.
Really?
Yeah.
I think girls just love to dress their loves.
That is so funny.
Yeah, I feel bad about a lot of those things. I feel bad about that too. I just all of it makes me feel sad.
Really?
Yeah, when I look back, just something I held on to this guilt of just a lot of things. And I don't want it to be like that. Maybe I can shift my perspective and start rewriting the story of our wedding and how we met and making it positive in my brain. So when I tell the story, it's only positive, right?
There were some good moments, right? There were some good moments.
Kyler and I, our first babies were these two fish called Petrie and Pronto, and we'd bring him to his apartment and we'd watch him swim around, and then they both died.
I killed him with bleach.
Well, he cleaned out the fish tank with bleach, but we didn't know if we put him back in, they would die.
Yeah.
So sad.
It is sad. They wouldn't be alive today, though.
No.
Even if. So who cares?
It's fine. Petrie and Pronto knew that we loved them.
So what could I have done different? What do you think I could have done different? I don't think I could have done anything different, really.
It was just the timing.
Just timing?
It was the timing and how I wanted to marry someone right before you. So it kind of seemed like The Boy Who Cried Wolf. It just didn't seem real to my parents, I think. And I'm just very emotional. So sometimes it comes off as immature, maybe.
I think your parents didn't really want me to like get in the way of your career either. I think they put a lot of effort into that, or at least your mom did, you know, and your dad, because your dad spent a lot of hard-earned money on that life, and then it just felt like you were giving up.
I was going to get married, move to Utah, have babies.
Yeah, so maybe they didn't like that. I don't know. We'll never really know because they'll never tell us the truth. That's the one thing about your parents is they will never.
I mean, I think it's
ever.
good. Can you imagine them coming up and being like, okay, I did feel that way.
I'm okay with that. I would almost rather than be 100% honest and tell the truth than say, no, we love you. I can hear it from your mom right now.
Well, maybe you wrote her story. Maybe she doesn't want to hold on to that anymore.
Yeah, maybe not.
Maybe she wants to erase it from her mind and just see it always as positive, which is probably what I need to do.
Your mom's good to me. Your dad's good to me.
Yeah.
Your parents are good.
It's come full circle. I need to get a dating expert on here sometime.
What
I want
for?
to bring some experts on. I don't know, just to ask them questions. Why do you think this happened? Why do you think that happened? What did we do wrong? What could we have changed? Do you agree with that side?
Why don't we just bring your parents on and talk to them about this very same thing now?
They would not. I don't think they would.
They're gonna.
I've already asked my mom to come on my podcast, and she gets too nervous. And my sister. I'm going to try to get them on my podcast.
Why were they so okay with Marissa and EJ getting married? That's what I want to know. I definitely want to know that one day.
I think I know the reason, but I'm not going to say it on here.
Yeah, I know the reason too. But I'm not going to say it either.
But we both know the reason. Anywho.
Wow, we're really diving in. Paul and Renee, hope you don't listen to this. It's fine.
They will. It's fine. Anywho, thank you guys for listening.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening to our love story.
I mean, there's a lot to our love story.
I hope you can take some of this and apply it to your lives. And hopefully it's relatable to some of you. And if it's not, then that's good. And hopefully you'll learn from some of our mistakes.
One thing I've learned is do whatever you want to do. Honestly. When you're an adult, you need to do what you want to do and not let people tell you what they're inspired for you to do. Because that's actually not that doesn't happen.
I think as you get older, you get more confident in that. I think when I was 19, 20, everything that I did was whatever my parents would give me advice or tell me to do.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know how to have a decision on my own and feel good about it. I don't think I was confident enough in myself to make a decision without their, yes, you should. Oh my gosh, totally. Like I needed them to almost say that for me to feel good about it.
Well, I'm really grateful that you made your own decision.
Thanks.
Because I'm grateful to have you in my life and I love my children.
I love you too. I'm glad we stayed together forever.
Happy anniversary.
Happy anniversary.
This is our anniversary podcast. 11 years, married, 5 kids, and a beautiful life.
That's cute. Well, thank you guys for listening and go make a difference. And we'll see you on the next podcast. Goodbye.
Peace out.